So I just released a new animation called Lego Among Us. And it's as the title says. It's Among Us, but it's a Lego animation. Now, if you don't know what Among Us is basically a murder mystery, a whodunit. You play as either the crewmate or the imposter, and depending on your role, you either are trying to kill all of the crew or complete all the tasks and vote off the imposters. And that's kind of what this animation follows, except it's Among Us in a nutshell. And usually people are pretty dumb in Among Us. No offense to anybody who's smart in Among Us, though. Now, I did some pretty interesting things with animation and such in this video, and so I thought I'd make this video, this specific behind the scenes video, explaining how I did some of those things, so you can get a little bit of insight as to how I made this video. I'm going to start off with explaining how I did the characters' walking cycles. As you may have noticed, there's no studs they're walking on, and the way I actually had them stand up and, be movable is they're all being held up by clay. They're not touching any studs. So, yeah, found that pretty interesting. It was a new technique, so some of the walking cycles look a little but, it's new. I can always improve it. Phil? James? I swear, it's not what it looks like. Why you? Now, the way I did the red light in this scene is it's pretty simple. Anyone can really do it as long as you have red filter paper and a lamp, because that is exactly what I did. I put red filter paper in front of a lamp and just turned the lamp on when I needed it to be turned on in the scene. It's simple, but it works pretty well. So this is actually a pretty simple trick. It's just kind of trimmed footage. I trimmed the footage and then pasted Among Us footage into the video. That's about it. Why you? So I'm betting quite a few people wondered how this shot was done, and it's actually very simple. It's very easy to do. All I did first was take a clean frame. Then I actually put my characters in frame, and I kind of just desaturated my character's frame and overlaid the character's frame with the clean frame. And so it looked like they were just like emerging into frame. It's a pretty easy thing to do, and then I also just kind of colored desaturated little marks to make it look like the Star Trek teleporter. Um, that's about all I did for it. It was very easy to do, and so yeah, that's how I did the little teleportation effect. Now I bet after seeing what you just saw on screen, you're probably wondering how I did that too. It's simple. There's this clay holding him up on the wall, and I spun him around. And for the shots where they're being ejected into space and the words are popping out, those are all digital. The characters are just kind of copied on with a little transparent PNG and just kind of moved across for each frame. And the words it's they're just typed on. So that's gonna be all for this little behind the scenes. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting. You want to stick around and see more. You know the whole drill, the subscribe thing. Do that whole thing. You know what to do if you like the content here. Um, that's gonna be all from me. I hope you liked the animation too. It's gonna be linked in the description to the original animation. And that's all for today. Farewell.